y'all, welcome to the channel. My name is Beth, and in today's video I'm sharing with you how we celebrate New Year's Day with a traditional Southern New Year's Day meal. So what does that mean exactly? Well, we prepare collard greens, which represent paper money, black-eyed peas, which represent coin money, cornbread, which represents gold, and pork of some kind that represents prosperity and good fortune. So please join us today as we prepare these foods in hopes that they will bring about all these good things in the year to come. Let's get started. Getting started on the collard greens this morning, we are going to prepare the broth in our slow cooker. So we're going to add 8 cups of chicken broth. To that, my recipe calls for jalapenos, but I don't have any today, so I'm going to be using a can of green chilies. I think it'll still be really good. We're going to chop up 1 Vidalia onion. And then here are the ham hocks we're going to use. I'm going to use 2. And these are going to cook all day in the broth. And then we'll remove these. But I just wanted to show you the label because if you've never bought a ham hock, you might not know what it is or what it even looks like. It adds a really good flavor and it's necessary. I have tried to make these without ham hocks before and they just don't turn out right, and the collard greens do not taste good. So let's get started. All right, we've got the first part of this process complete. I've got the slow cooker set to high. In the slow cooker is the broth, the onions, the ham hocks, and the peppers. I'm going to set my timer for 4 hours, and then I'll see you back to finish the recipe. Also, the ham hock package that I bought had 3 ham hocks in it. I only need 2, so I went ahead and labeled this Ziploc. And I'm going to put this guy in the freezer. Also, Happy New Year, guys. My mom arrived a little bit early, and while we were working in the kitchen, we poured a glass of wine. This is one of my favorite things of being in the kitchen, is working together, and especially with my mom. She's one of my very best friends. Here I'm removing the ham hocks from the broth. They've been cooking all day and it's time to take them out. Normally we could shred them and add the meat back, but these didn't particularly have a lot of extra meat on them. Here we're going to add our garlic, and I will definitely type out the recipe and post it in the description box below so you'll have all of the measurements and ingredients right there. Easy to read. We're going to stir this together. Then we're going to go on and add our collards in. This is a 2-pound bag of collards, and every time I add collards to the crock pot, I always think there's no way this is going to all fit in here, but every single time they do, because they cook down quickly and they all fit. They cook beautifully. These were so delicious. Next, I'm going to add the pepper, and I just season until it looks right. And then we're going to add a little salt, and I don't add too much salt because the ham hocks and the chicken broth already have salt enough in them, but I do like to add a little bit extra for that extra flavor. After the salt, we're going to add the apple cider vinegar, and I don't measure it. I just put in a splash and stir it all together. Next, we're going to add the lid and allow these collards to keep cooking for 2 more hours. Next, we're going to put together our cornbread, and I will have the recipe down below. So to start, we're going to add our cornmeal. We're using white and yellow cornmeal today. Then we're going to add our all-purpose flour. We'll add our sugar. And then we will add our baking powder and salt, which are both in the same little jar. Whisk the dry ingredients together well, and as you're doing this part of the recipe, go ahead and preheat the oven to 400. We put our cast iron skillet in the oven with a couple of tablespoons of butter so the pan could warm up and the butter could get melty. Here we're going to combine the eggs, oil, and buttermilk. We're going to combine those items all very well, and then we'll add them into our dry ingredients. The normal recipe we usually use, I will have it listed down below, but today we're doubling it because of the crowd size that we were feeding. What we're going to do is we're going to combine until the batter is fully incorporated. We're going to add it to our hot cast iron skillet. Today we're using a 10-inch cast iron skillet, and we baked it for 35 minutes because it was double the recipe. But the notes below will be a little bit different, so just keep that in mind. So New Year's tradition says you should eat black-eyed peas as a part of your meal, and I'll be honest, I do not like black-eyed peas. I've never taken the time to learn a good recipe, so if you actually have a good recipe, please send it to me because I'm serving out of a can today. Okay, so here's what we're doing. Here was my thought. I bought these, they're seasoned, and they're seasoned with onions, garlic, and spices in a savory broth, okay? So I bought one of those, and then one that's just plain black-eyed peas. I'm going to combine them and simmer them together on the stovetop. We have a small crowd coming today, and so, you know, if everyone just wants a little spoonful or whatever, that's all I'll be having because it is tradition. But anyway, so this is how I'm doing it today. Brandon seasoned and grilled to perfection the pork tenderloins. For all 4, he used Worcestershire sauce, and then for 2, he added the Cajun two-step seasoning blend, and the other 2, he used garlic salt and black pepper. They were really, really good. Here is a look at all of the traditional foods we prepared today. The cornbread turned out perfection. The pork tenderloin was tender and tasty. We served it with a side of barbecue sauce. It was so good, you guys. And then the collard greens always turn out great from the crock pot. It's one of my best recipes. And the black-eyed peas straight out of the can. We also made a side of macaroni and cheese. I'll share that in a future video, all the recipe details. We had pasta salad as well on the side, and I've shown that in a previous video as well. But anyway, doesn't that plate look good? We love celebrating this tradition. It's just so delicious, and it's even better to gather with people that you care about and enjoy it together. How grateful we are to have been all together on this day. So before I end this video, I wanted to update you and let you know that I really did enjoy the black-eyed peas in this meal. I don't know if maybe my taste buds changed or that certain brand of these seasoned black-eyed peas were just really good. I don't know, but I enjoyed them. So going forward, I'm not going to say that I don't like black-eyed peas. I probably won't prepare them very often, but for New Year's Day, I will enjoy them. Anyway, thank you for watching this video today. I hope that you enjoyed it and gained some inspiration on how to prepare this meal for your family going forward on New Year's Day. Take a moment to like this video, leave a comment down below, and subscribe. I would love to have you be a part of my YouTube family. May this new year bring all the health, wealth, and prosperity that you deserve. Thank you for adding a dash of gratitude to your day, and we'll see you in the next video.